Good morning children and welcome back to our online class of computer applications. Children, today I'll be teaching you the programming section. Okay, and today the first topic will start from the programming part, that is for loop. As already I have told you, for loop contains three parts. Initialization, that is starting, condition or expression, and the number of steps. So today see, the first program we are going to do is program to display sum of following series. This is the series. That means we have to find out the sum, and the series is starting with 1 and goes up to n. And numbers are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gradually increasing. That means number of step is 1. But there is a concept of minus and plus. You can see here 1, 3, same way 5, 7, means all the odd number will be positive, and all the even number like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, they will be negative. Now your question is that you need to sum up. Suppose the user gives the value of n as 4, then it will be 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4. Whatever answer will be there, that will be the output. So children, program always begin with the package. So first what I wrote is import java.io.asterisk. This is a package. Then again another package we have to write, import java.lang.asterisk semicolon. Then class name, since first program, so I wrote P1, okay, P2, P3, P4, accordingly we can give. It's a user defined name. Then public static void main. Now see children, int n. This n is the value which we need to ask from the user. Okay, the end value. Int s is equal to 0 because we are going to calculate the sum. So s, I took one variable with default initialization as 0. Then run the loop. Int I is equal to starting value, that is 1. Then I less equal to n, up to n it will go. I plus plus, because number of steps, after 1 next is 2, then 3 is plus plus, increasing by 1. Now curly bracket, then if I modulus 2. Now why I give I modulus 2? Because I we need to divide by 2, because we are checking for odd and even numbers. So I modulus 2, modulus means gives reminder, and that reminder if it is equal to 0, that means if reminder is coming as 0 or if reminder is becoming as 0, that means this particular is applicable for even numbers. We can see all the evens are negatives. So here what I did, s is equal to s minus I, negative part. Else means obviously if number is not like even, then number will be definitely odd, and all the odd you can see that is positive. So else part, s is equal to s plus I. Then close the else, close the for. So finally this part from here to here, it will execute multiple times till this condition is true. Till this condition is true, it will execute multiple times. It will become a circle, loop. And finally, this condition, like when it becomes false, it will come out of the loop. And see, out of the loop, command I have given is system.out.print. System S should be capital. And here the print command I have given S. That means whatever sum will be calculated here, that we are going to print here. Then close the function, close the class. So by this way we can use any of the series, like whenever we get a series based questions and we are going to calculate the sum, we have to use this sort of logic. Clear children? So now let us move to the next type of questions. Now see question number 2. Program to display the pattern. Now this is the pattern, okay. This is right angle triangle. The number can be anything. We have to see the right angle triangle patterns. Now see children, here two different things has been used. That means two for loop I have used. Okay, let me start from starting only. First package, like import java.io.asterisk semicolon, then import java.lang.asterisk semicolon. Class, that was P1, so I gave here P2. Curly bracket, public static void main, int n. Let us take this one as example. If n is 4, n means number of row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 rows. So n value 4, it will display this one. If n value is 5, again down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will come. Now see children, for int I is equal to 1. Now I is what? Let us consider I as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let us consider I as 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what say I starting with 1 goes up to n plus plus. Now when the value of I is 1, I is for row. When row 1, how many column is there? 1 column. That means here only 1 is printing. Let us take this one as j. Here it is printing 1 and 2. Here 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you create the relations, see the end part of j. Here j is starting with 1. Here also starting with 1. Here also starting with 1. Starting with 1. So int j is equal to 1. Now end. This is ending with I. Ending with I. Ending with I. Ending with I. And plus plus is there in between. So see j less equal to I and j plus plus. Okay. So now what we are going to print? This 1, this 1, 2, this 1, 2, 3, this 1, 2, 3, 4 in a new line. So first I printed system.out.print j. That means these values will be printed. Okay. Once the value is printed, it will go to the new line. So system.out.println. Println stands for new line. Okay, and nothing is there, blank. Just cursor will move to the new line. It will close, it will go up, again the print next row. So by this way, this program will display these patterns. Now the pattern can be any. Pattern can be even inverted right triangle also. Just opposite. It can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. It can be like that also. It can be with any numbers, any symbols. The logic behind the pattern will be this. Clear children? Now see, we'll move to the next type of. Now see question number 3. Program to display sum of series. Now this sum of series and the question number 1 what we did, both are different. This is sum of factorial of a series. Okay, you will get factorial part. This exclamation sign indicates factorial over here. Like suppose, for example, if you take n as 3, then it will be 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial, which will be equal to 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2 into 1. That means each factorial indicates the like some set of numbers. Like if you talk about 3 factorial, it becomes 3 into 2 into 1. 4 factorial, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 factorial, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. So for this what I did is, first package, the 2 package, import java.io.asterisk, import java.lang.asterisk. Class name I gave as p3 because p1, p2 we did. Curly bracket, public static void main, int n, the n number we need to ask from the user. Int s is equal to 0 to calculate the sum. P I took to calculate the factorial, means product. But product is for individual numbers. 1 has separate, 2 has separate, 3 separate, 4 separates. That's why P is initialized after the loop. The first loop is always based on the quotients. Quotient we can see number is starting with 1 up to n, then after 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So starting with 1 up to n plus plus. So after the number P I did 1 because factorial of this 1, factorial of 2, factorial of 3 will be calculated. Factorials multiplication, so multiplication always we have to initialize with 1. Because if you initialize with 0, 0 multiplied by any number becomes 0. Now this is for factorial. So factorial, how it start? Like suppose we considered I as 3, then 3, 2, 1. That's why starting value is I, j is equal to I, goes up to 1, minus minus like 3 to 1. Then inside this what I did, multiplied, p is equal to p into j. Factorial will be calculated. So once you get the factorial, what you will do, that factorial part you have to sum up, you have to add. So s is equal to s plus p. We have added. Close this one, close the loop, then finally display the sum, close the function, close the class. So this is the way by which we can do any sort of program where we can see multiple series factorial is available. Okay, if you find this factorial symbol in each numbers and you'll find sum of series, you have to use this logic only. Little bit changes you have to do, and basically the changes will be in for loop. This first part I, okay, because I1 less n I plus plus, this part I have written based on the quotient. If quotient series numbers are different, you have to write here are different numbers. Number of steps will be also according to the quotient only. So children, this was our third part. Let us move to the fourth type of. So the fourth type of quotients based on the number type. Program to calculate and display whether the number is perfect number or not. So first let us understand what is perfect number. Example, 6 is known as perfect number. Reason, the sum of factors of number excluding itself should be equal to original number. Like the factor of 6 are 1, 2, 3. 6 is also there but excluding itself. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6, which is equal to original number. That's why 6 is known as perfect number. That means here we have to first find out the factors that is excluding itself. Then that factors we have to do sum up and we have to check with the original number. If both are same, that is perfect number. So first I wrote the package, import java.io.asterisk, import java.lang.asterisk, class p4, public static void main, int n is the number what we asked from the user. Okay, int s is equal to 0, sum of factor it will hold. Now for factors, how we come to know that 1, 2 and 3 are the factors? Because if the number is 6, we have to run the loop from 1 to 5. So we run the loop from 1 to 5 less than n. Then that number we have to divide with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number we have to divide with I and check for the remainder 0. If this condition matches, that means that is the factors. So that factor should be added on. So s is equal to s plus I. That factor is added. Now once the factor added, this process will keep on going till the loop. So after completing the loop, we got the sum of factor stored in s. We'll check this one with original number, that is n. If both are same, if sum of factor is equal to original number, then we can conclude that this is a perfect number, else this is not a perfect number. So children, this is about the programming section from for loop. So based on the for loop, I'll be giving you some programming homework which you have to do by yourself. You have to understand today's topic, today's 4 different programs. Based on these 4 different programs, some homework, some questions I'll be giving you which you need to complete. Clear children? Based on today's topic, I've given some programming homework. Okay, like question number 1 is program to display sum of following series, where you have to calculate s, that is sum, and the series is 0 plus 3 plus 8 plus 15 plus dot dot means up to n term. Question 2 is a program to display the pattern. You have to display the pattern. Okay, right triangle triangle I have already shown. This is inverted right angle triangle. Like first you have to, like first row is 1 2 3 4, second row is 1 2 3, third row is 1 2, fourth row is 1. This is an example. And question number 3 is program to display sum of following series. Now here factorial has been added. Okay, like 2 factorial plus 4 factorial plus 6 factorial plus 8 factorial up to n factorials. Okay, and question 4 is program to display all prime number between 1 to 100. A range is there. Okay, you have to display all the prime number like 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the prime numbers up to 100. The number of prime numbers are there. Okay, that all the prime numbers you need to display. So you need to try this 4 question by yourself. Okay, the logic already I have taught in today's topic. If you go through that properly, if you understand, then easily you can do this.